What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Sales in Action. Listen, today we're going to be talking about how to handle objections like a pro. Listen, I need everyone to understand objections are a natural part of the sales process, but how you handle them can make or break the deal. So listen, in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some practical tips and strategies to effectively handle objections and close more deals. Let's jump right into it. So first and foremost, let me welcome you to Sales in Action. I'm your man, Jamel. Listen, if this is your first time checking us out, do me a favor. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That way, whenever we drop new videos, you are the first to be notified. So today, like I said, we're going to be talking about how to handle objections in sales like a pro. Listen to me, and I need you to get this. Sales is something that you have to master. You have to perfect your craft if you want to excel, okay? So in order to excel, you have to be able to handle objections. It's a crucial part of the sales process, and it's important to know how to handle objections effectively in order to close more deals. Just having a gift of gab is only going to get you so far. You have to have a concise plan of attack. You have to know which direction to go no matter what your prospect throws at you. So let me drop some tips on you today. Here's the $1 million question. How do you handle objections? Let me give you some tips. Here's the first thing. This is something that I've been saying forever. You have to listen actively. The first step in handling objections is to actively listen to your prospect. Let them express their concerns fully without interrupting them, without becoming defensive. And I know that's so hard for so many salespeople. But listen, you can't interrupt them. Let them go through their process. Let them say what they feel they need to say. Don't become defensive when you feel like you've just given the best presentation and they say, I want to think about it, or I want to speak to my spouse. Let me give you a gem. The sale does not start until you get the first objection. If they object and they stay on the phone, that's a buying sign. You're in the game. Keep pressing, keep asking questions, keep listening actively, and they will tell you exactly what you need to know to close the deal. Do not become defensive. Here's the second tip. Empathize with their concerns. Show your prospect that you understand their concerns. Acknowledge their point of view. This helps you build trust and rapport. So, Mr. Customer, I completely understand exactly how you feel. In fact, a lot of clients that I deal with on a day-to-day basis feel the exact same way you do. I want to give validity to their concerns. I want to show them that I'm on their side, that this is a team effort, and that I'm not just going to pressure them into doing what I want them to do. So I'm going to empathize with their concerns. I'm going to show them that I want to help them make a smart, safe, money-saving buying decision. This is not used car salesman type of sales. Sales is all about having the conversation. It's all about utilizing your personality. People buy from people they trust. In order to get them to trust me, I have to emphasize with their concerns and show them that I'm on their side. Here's step number 3. I have to clarify the objection. See, once you understand their concern, you want to begin to ask clarifying questions to get more details. What this is going to do is going to help you address the objections more effectively. So let me tell you something that you probably never heard before. Most objections are not objections. Most are, in fact, statements that need to be clarified in order to gain more details. Let me tell you what I mean by that. You do a great pitch and your prospect then says to you, well, I want to think about it. Let me get back to you. Most salespeople then go into a follow-up. When's the best time for me to get back to you? So on and so forth. They never address the statement. I want to think about it doesn't get me any closer to closing the deal. I don't know what they want to think about. This is still up in the air. I can call them back and still have no idea what they had to think about. So what do I need to do? I need to clarify the objection. Mr. Customer, let me ask you a question because listen, I completely understand that you need to think about this. I gave you a lot of information, but let me ask you this. When you say you want to think about it, what is it that you truly need to think about? Is it my company? Is it the services that we just went over? Or or is it the money? See, I want to pause, clarify which is the true objection. Now, if they say it's the money, now I have a direction where I can go to try to rebuttal, overcome, and ask for the sell again. You have to clarify the objection. You have to know why they're saying what they're saying in order to address it. Once I clarify it, once I get all the details, then I can address the objection more effectively. Here's the next thing: respond with benefits. See, once you've identified what the true objection is, you want to respond with a benefit that addresses their concern. So, for example, right, if the objection is price, you can explain how your product or service will save them money in the long run. This is not rocket science, but you have to have a precise plan of attack for every single call that you take. And here's the last thing I'm going to leave you with. This goes without saying: close the deal. After you've addressed the objection, it's important to move the conversation forward and ask for the sale. I can't believe how many salespeople, one, never clarify the objection, but most importantly, never ask for the sale. You have to ask for the sale every time. So there it is. You have it. 5 tips for handling objections like a pro. Remember, objections are a natural part of the sales process. And with the right sales mindset and skills, you can turn them into opportunities to close more deals. This is your man Jamel with Sales in Action. Listen, I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you next time on Sales in Action. Mahalo.